I was taking in this. I think it was like a little black Beetle kind of car that I was driving. Oh, it's some or Golf. It's some VW car. It was like in the Pretoria downtown area, but in my mind, this is like an area that in my dreams I've been to before. It's like I know where I wanted to go. It was like around here, so it was like some welfare shop. Um, and I was trying, even in my dream, I was trying to remember them what it was called, but it was like a kids' welfare kinderzorg. And I parked us here, but there was another place like around here. But it was like we were driving down like some one way, and then I was like, well, this is probably close enough. Did we turn and then here? Okay, so maybe it was like here. But the area, I mean, it didn't look too grimy. It was just, almost industrial looking. But like parking lots, there was, like with huge structures, like white paint, like concrete kind of structures. Yeah, sidewalks. But not like little shops or anything. Don't remember seeing anything like that. So, but we went in here, and then it was like these long ramps down. Okay, not that at that much of an inclination, but it was like these ramps that we were walking down, and then we could look out. So I'm with Ilinki and Purnay. And so we're walking down here. And they're like a bit mopey. Because then kind of halfway down, I remember, hey, it's too late. This was like 4 p.m., I think, on a Saturday or something. And it's like, well, you know what? I think they've already closed. I think like they closed. Maybe it wasn't on a Saturday, but I was thinking, you know what? They have very specific hours. They're not going to be open anymore, so we kind of have to turn back around. And then they're looking out, and then so they decide they want to go to Voortrekker Monument. But it's like weird because it's kind of like I'm their guide or host, because we're looking out here, but as we're looking out, all we're seeing is like we're kind of seeing this mountain, but it's just misty. It's just like full of mist, but it looks kind of cool. And then there's like some kind of castle thing sitting up here. It's not like the Voortrekker Monument at all. It's like some crazy castle that I couldn't remember what that is. And this is like as we're walking up, we're looking at these things, and I'm kind of just zooming in on them. And then one of them, I think it's this castle thing, but then it kind of like in my dream, I kind of realized in my dream it's like some stadium that they built, like some sports stadium, but there's like these strange shapes hanging off here, and it's like they drop them, they're not there, and then they like slowly drop them. Well, they kind of go down slowly until at the end where they kind of jerk, and then these things spill out of them. Like not confetti. I couldn't tell what it was. We were too far away, but it was like things spilling out of them. And actually, when we get back to my car, so where we parked in there, well, first, we're waiting for Linky, and then we realized, no, she's already up there. But then there was like something with the car. Somebody said, oh yeah, they were trying to steal the car. And then there's like this guy had hooked things up to it. Somebody was like lying under the car, but to get actually to the car next to it, which was, much nicer actually than my car. And then I had this moment where I'm like, I don't know. Well, I mean, first of all, I don't know if these ones are the ones stealing the car. They're very, you know, blasé about it. They're just kind of going along as we're walking around them, and then so I don't know if they're just fixing the car, if they're the ones stealing the car, if I should do something about it. I don't really know. Okay, rest of things is like just a bunch of little bits of things I remember. This was like some couch thing that had like these panels that you could close. And I was trying to get this dog to come sit up here with me. But he did first. It's like a long, big dog, like a really big dog. But then this stuff, the cushions moved away. But then I started closing some of these panels, and then I realized, wow, I could open this top panel too. And I just thought he's gonna have such a nice time lying in there. Yeah, it was a cool dog. There was something about a cat that we were looking for somebody's cat. And then somebody said this bar, let's look in this bar. He used to go in here to drink, but then he was in there. There was like, I had this jacket on that I found that had well, I was kind of looking at it from the front and then I saw there were these things sticking out in the back, which I mean, I don't like those kinds of tail things. But then when I looked at the back of the jacket, it had like all these layers from the front. Like it's not bulky, but it has like various layers which kind of looked cool together. And this one specific one, it had like white and red stripes, but maybe pink. In the end, it ended up having more white than anything, because at first I thought it looked a little bit British, which I was like, meh, not so sure about. But yeah. Then there was something about this boxing match that was gonna happen, and this one guy, they were getting up in each other's faces. And the guy that I was supporting for some reason was called Glimmerman. I think he's Irish. He was singing some kind of a song. He had like this sash thing around his arm, and then there was some drag queen that did like also a little thing about him, because I wanted him to wear these big long black gloves. But then I saw his other hand. I mean, I'm sure this is just before the show. He had on, it was like this kind of pink fishnet glove with like little beads on it, which I assumed he was going to take off during the match. But yeah, he had this song kind of chorus thing he was reciting about Glimmerman, about himself.